What is going on, everybody? My name is Nick from WK-Pop, and I want to welcome you back for another album review. This time, we're taking a bit of extra time to take a look at the newest album from eFX. They finally made their comeback as 4 this time, and that album is titled 4 Walls, named after the song that they are using to promote the entire album. And just like Red Light and Pink Tape before that, this album is at their best of their career, I think. It's a really fantastic song. So, you know, this album in general is just another continuation of SM Entertainment continuing to just absolutely kill the year 2015 with SHINee, Super Junior, Red Velvet putting out some of the best music that they have ever put out. And eFX is no different. A lot of people, I'm pretty sure, had a bit of a doubt on whether or not eFX was gonna, how eFX was gonna work as 4, but I didn't. I'm pretty sure, I had the confidence and the faith in SM Entertainment that they knew what they were doing and that they would give eFX an absolutely fantastic song. So we're gonna review the album. We're gonna do it like this. We're not specifically gonna talk about, the album in general, but we're gonna get down into a couple of the songs, focus on my favorites. I'm gonna talk about them, why they're my favorites, and why you should listen to them. And that'll be that. So before we get into that though, I'm not specifically gonna talk about 4 Walls other than to recognize the person or group of people who wrote this song. And they're responsible for the songs from SHINee and Red Velvet this year, or at least as far as Red Velvet for Dum Dum. And that is LDN Noise. They composed the song 4 Walls. They also composed the song Rude Love. And it's fantastic. These guys are great. And in K-pop, we always, give the notice and recognition to the performers, the idols of the groups, and we don't pay much attention to the composers, the people who are actually responsible for giving these groups the fantastic songs that you love and the success that they have gotten. All they do is they perform. Most of the time, all that the idols do is perform the songs that they're given, sing the lines that they are given, and then they have a hit. And then they win awards and people love them. So I gotta recognize the composers. LDN Noise, I will put links to their social media profiles so you can shower them with praise and love and stuff like that. So there you go. Now we're gonna get into my favorite songs. Like I'm gonna do with every other album review that comes out in the future. I'm gonna focus on like 5 songs maximum, just so that we can keep the video around 10 total minutes. So like I said, we're not going to specifically talk about 4 Walls. I've already done that in my music video reaction. So we're going to get into 5 other songs on this album that are absolutely fantastic. First off is Deja Vu. And with this entire album, 4 Walls and the song before Deja Vu, because I'm pretty sure Deja Vu, if I'm remembering correctly, is the 3rd song on the album. This is the first song on the album that actually has a really busy, aggressive, chaotic sound to it. And it's a really awesome, nice change of pace. Half of the album is really, mellow and sort of along the style of 4 Walls and stuff like that. This one is really different though. And these, busy and engaged and involved songs kind of come at, really good intervals in the album to break up the, mellow and really relaxed sound of the album. And this song, really engaging. It's got a nice entire, the beat is really fantastic. It keeps the entire song moving at a really nice pace. That's really awesome. And the entire melody of the song is just absolutely mesmerizing. I am in love with it. The chorus is fantastic. I mean, there are a ton of really fantastic parts to this song that are really great. Number 2, we got the song called X, and that's specifically referring to Chemical X. Now, I don't know specifically what that is, but I am probably addicted to whatever that is because it is really great. This one is all about the vocals for me. I am really love it. The chorus, again, is fantastic. Like I said, that Chemical X bit, anytime that word comes up in the song, I really love that part of the vocals. And again, with the vocals, there were a lot of really interesting, parts to the vocals. You have a lot of, background, I guess you would call them ad-libs or whatever, but parts that are, sung and stuff that really kind of I would consider to be used as another instrument in the music track of the song, which kind of also serves to highlight points in the vocals as well, which is absolutely fantastic. And again, with this one, the music track is more or less consistent. It kind of changes between the verses and the choruses because it kind of has to, so it's not the same and boring throughout the entire thing, but it's more or less the same. You go from the verse to the chorus and you're back to what it sounded like to the verse, you're back to what it sounded like to the chorus, and it's really fun. It's good. I mean, like I said, it changes to highlight basically that you're moving to different parts of the vocals, which is really, really awesome. Coming up next, we got Rude Love, which is again another song which is done by LDN Noise, like I said earlier. And it's really, really obvious that this is a song that is similar in style to Four Walls, because just like Four Walls, this is a song to me that has kind of a loose and free flowing and like kind of just lightweight, easy to listen to kind of sound to it, but it's held together by a really, really strong drum and bass beat, which is really, really engaging. It's a lot of fun. Just like Four Walls, it's a very, very similar song, but it is different. And it's just similar to Four Walls as well, the melody of the song, where a lot of times it is following the music track, or at least tied into some cues and changes and alternations in the music track. The melody for this one is basically entirely on the vocals as well, similar to Four Walls as well. But this one, the melody for the song, this part that you're going to be singing and humming along to, is all on the vocals. And that's not really something that is like crazy different, but when you listen to a lot of K-pop songs where you've got the vocals follow the melody of the song and stuff like that, again, and choreography as well, really tied into the way that the song flows and points in the song, the way that the music track just goes. The music track really does a lot to dictate a lot of the way that the flow of a pop song goes. A lot of times this one and Four Walls and a lot of the other songs on this album don't really specifically follow that sort of, I guess, pattern as far as how the music track is the road that the song and the vocals and the choreography and other stuff is following, which is really, really fantastic that this one doesn't really follow that kind of thing, which is not really crazy. There's a lot of music that doesn't specifically do that, but I just like that, and it's a thing that I like about it. It's we're singling this song out as being special on this album in particular. The final one that I want to talk about, not the final one, we got one more to talk about, but this one, the next one is Cash Me Out, and a really, really, really fantastic way. This is the second to last album song on the album, and I think it's a really, really fantastic way to lead into the final song of the album. This one, just like a song earlier, which I cannot remember because I'm drawing a blank because I'm dumb. It's a really, really chaotic and busy and kind of aggressive, upbeat kind of sounding song, which is really, really fantastic. And in this one, it drops contrasts down, or the contrasting song that follows is again another mellow, really easy to listen to, laid back kind of song, and that's fantastic. The big part that I love about this song is that if you were to cut the vocals out of this, the entire music track for this song would be absolutely fantastic. It would be really, really great to just listen to on its own. I really would love to see if there is an instrumental version of Cash Me Out. It would be amazing. And then, to make it even better, you've got the vocals on it with, the chorus and the lines of it that are, unique, engaging. They're not unique, but they're fun. They add more to the music track. Just overall make the entire song the entire package of this album, the music and the vocals, really, really fantastic. So the final song that we're going to talk about is the song that Zico featured in, which I didn't specifically write this down as a song that I was going to talk about because I didn't finish writing my script for this video. But that song is really good as well. A completely different style than I would have expected it to be, for Zico as to be in as a featured artist, but of course it kind of does make sense since it kind of fits to the general theme of the entire album as far as the genre and the sound, and it's really great. generally when you have a rap verse or rapper featuring in a song, he or she is in the last verse of the song. This time he basically is the first verse of the song, the intro, and that's great as well. Not to mention that his rap verse is phenomenal. It is really, really good. It sounds fantastic. I love it. I mean, of course, following in the same, line of the song, it's really, easy, soft, mellow, stuff like that. It's fantastic. I absolutely love it. And hearing Zico rap like that, and then hearing Amber and her, rap verse in Four Walls and other parts of this album, and I'm like, oh God, SM Entertainment, please, at some point, can't you possibly put Zico and Amber together and they could have a rap duo? It would be fantastic, I think. If they did something similar to this, that would be great. They don't specifically have to, they can do whatever they want. I think that the two of them would make a really good rap duo, and it would be interesting to see what comes out of that. I mean, it really, really would. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen, that is my review. Quick, I guess, hopefully it was quick review of the album Four Walls from FX. We just highlighted a couple of my favorite songs. There's a bunch of other songs on the album which are also equally as good, but not quite, I didn't quite have as much to say or as many, thoughts and opinions on those songs. So if you haven't listened to this album yet, which I'm wondering why you haven't, because you definitely should, you should listen to it. Also, I definitely do suggest that you do buy this album as well, whether that's digitally or physically, because I definitely think that this is an album that is worth owning as opposed to just listening to or even pirating, which I don't advocate you downloading this illegally, but if that's what you gotta do, that's what you gotta do. But I mean, FX Four Walls, a fantastic album, a really, really great album. Another fantastic addition to the SM lineup and releases of 2015. The best of FX's career as well. It's for the third time in a row they've released the best album of their career. And it's fantastic to see that. So there you go. Like I said, that's my album review. I want to know what you thought about this album. What is your favorite song? What are your favorite couple of songs? Stuff like that. What do you want to hear in the future? Do you think that a Zico and Amber collab unit would be fantastic like I do? Put your thoughts and comments and other sorts of fun, interesting things in the comment box below. Also, get connected with me on social media. I've got a bunch of different profiles that you can follow me on. I've got links to them in the description box below. If you want to click on those and give me a follow, I would greatly appreciate it. So that is going to be it for this video. As always, I'm going to thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye. Solo artists in Korea, internationally as well. Just definitely probably the most popular solo singer that K-pop has produced probably ever, and like that's really, really impressive for how long that she has been doing this, or for her basically young age.